This is the minimum score by changing two elements. So what the problem statement is? So initially you are given some array. So the low is nothing but the absolute difference between the minimum absolute difference of any two pairs and of any pair, and the high score is nothing but the maximum value of any pair, right? So your total score will be the summation of high and low. So you need to minimize this value, right? You need to minimize this value. So for that he has given you that you can change at most two elements of the given array, right? You can choose to change at most two elements of the given array, right? So let us say if I am considering my nums array, elements are like this: 8, 28, and 42, and 58, and 75. Like, see, initially, whatever the array is given to you, you'll sort that. First of all, you need to sort that. See, for suppose if I need to get the minimum score, see, ultimately, see, our score is low plus high, right? So we need to minimize this both values, right? So we need to minimize this both values. So can I say my minimum absolute difference between any two numbers, since he has given us one operation that we can change to any number that we need to, that we can, that whatever the number we can need, right? So if I change any two numbers are equal, right? If I change this 28 into 8, so can I say my low will be 0, because this is the minimum absolute difference between all the pairs, right? So one thing is clear: the low will always be 0, right? We will make it always 0 by making a duplicate element in the array. Like, what will be, whatever the array will be given to you, you make another element as equal to the to any other element, so that your minimum absolute difference will become 0, right? So until that we will be okay. Now now you need to minimize the maximum value as well, right? You need to minimize the maximum value as well. So here you can see, either if I change this my nums array into, uh like, if I change this 8 as 75, or you can change to 28, right? If I change this my nums array into 25, now can I say my minimum value will become this, my minimum value will become this, and sorry, my high value will become this 75 minus 28. Then my high will become 75 minus 28, and my low will be 0. Why? Because that is 28 minus 28, right? That is 0. So either one operation is like that. See, I'll define all the operations. Either we can make the last element, either we can make the last element as 28, or otherwise we can make like this. See, if I change this two values to 42, if I change this two values to 42, then my nums array will become this, and now the absolute, the maximum difference will be minimized, right? And the minimum difference will be remained as 0, right? So either you can make like this, or otherwise you can change uh, the last elements to 42, the last two elements to 42, so that again your maximum difference will be minimized, that is 42 minus 8, right? So another, and there is one another combination, right? What we will make 8 to 28, and we will make 58, we will make the last element to 58. So that means, see, then our maximum value is minimized with 58 minus 28, and our minimum value still remains as 0, because there are duplicate elements in the array. So that means you either You either change this last two elements, or you change this first two elements, or one from front and one from back. And from this all possible combinations, the maximum minus minimum value, you just take the minimum of all three combinations. Like here 42 minus 75, and here 42 minus 8, and 58 minus 28. You should take the minimum value from these three combinations, and that will be your answer. See, I can quickly show you that. See, initially whatever the array is given to me, I just sorted that. And what I have done, see, if I'm making this last two elements are equal, see here, in this case I'm just making this last two elements are equal with my 42, and then what will be our answer? Last third element minus first element, right. Okay, I just quickly erase this. Yeah, this is the thing. Here our maximum value will be 42 minus 8. That means this is n minus 3 minus 0th position, right? So that is one case. That is one case. And what is the another case? That is n minus 1th minus 1th position. That is 58 minus 25. That was this case. That was this case. And this last case is nothing but n minus 1 minus 2. That is 75 minus 42. That was the first case. That was the first case. And you can check all these three combinations, and you just pick the minimum from all these three, and you're good to go. You see, it got accepted me. So if you understand this, just please do make a like and subscribe.